Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know, for the Heat, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Bird in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Murray out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Queen in at the center position. Here we are now past the midway point of the season, Tim. What kinds of things are you focusing on right now as you take a look at the league?
Well, Kevin, this is where teams separate. There's two paths. Teams that are starting to get themselves ready for a playoff run, and those that are starting to think about their next offseason and angling for a good draft position.
And teams trying to peak at the right time. A very tough thing to achieve, don't you think?
It's critical. You want to be in rhythm and healthy to make that deep playoff run.
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first.
And there's an assist for Zion. And don't forget, Point Zion has become a real thing. Williamson can make good decisions with the basketball.
MP kicks to Hero. Bird passes to Jaquez. Good ball movement here by the Heat. MP outside. Clock at 6. Adebayo finds Bird. And again, Miami with the triple.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Right wing. Bey wide open, and he fired. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And here is Murray. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Jaquez against Williamson. He gets it in there.
That is exactly where Williamson is unstoppable.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Bird against Murray. From 13, MP, no good.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost him that time.
To the middle, here's Queen, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Tim, one thing for sure, when Zion Williamson is right, he can carry all by himself in offense.
Well, there is no question he is an athletic freak. There is no answer for him when he is playing aggressively.
A three from MP. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Queen. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Pass to Bey. Here's Queen. Williamson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Jaquez. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Hero finds MP. Pass to Powell. The Heat need to get a shot off. Bird inside the three-point line. Another miss by MP. Bey passes to Murray. Back to Bey. Now here's Williamson. to the hoop and finished off by Williamson.
And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And so Bird will bring it up for the Heat. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He had 46 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And Queen gets it to go.
That's a great understanding by Murray. He saw the defense was set up a certain way, and he got it to the open man quickly.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Pools checked in for the Pelicans. Fears comes in for DeJounte Murray. And a new group in for the Heat. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Tyler Hero. Here's Jovic. Kicks it out to MP. Mitchell passes to Fontecchio. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from MP. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Yves Missi, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Trey Murphy. And Miami with a change here, too. Hero's checked in, and he makes the first but misses the second. Quarter of the game. So for the Pelicans, Bays checked in for Fears. And Murray subbed in for Jose Alvarado. MP's checked in for the Heat. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Bird. Lets the 3 fly. Missi grabs the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. They've got DeJounte Murray. Zion Williamson is out there with Bay. Then it's Yves Missi. And it's Poole in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here is Bird. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Pass to Jovic. And stolen by Williamson. It's Poole with the drive.
And slicing inside with confidence. Poole right there, dangerous when he attacks.
Miami's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. MP kicks to Wiggins. Jovic passes to MP. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
And honestly, this is kind of what we expected. They ran up against a team with a very talented roster, and they just got overwhelmed.
And it's the Heat with the ball. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Hero from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Hero's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Well, after giving up that three on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
Hero against Poole. Lets it go with the three. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Higgins outside. Hero on the wing. Bird outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. New Orleans making some changes here. Queens checked in. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Jordan Poole. Back to Williamson. Six to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Murray, no good.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
Pelicans trail by 5. Murray outside. Looking to end the run. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his first basket of the night. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And Miami has possession following the score by New Orleans. Just 5 on the clock. A three from MP. It's hauled in by Queen.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. MP passes to Jaquez. Powell with it, and it's Bay picking him up. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And here's MP for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queens got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Bay. On the wing, Murray. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. For the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New Orleans on top, up by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. MP really making a difference here.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Miami trailing. On the court for the Heat, Norman Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Bird. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Pass to Hero. It's good from long range. Hero's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami.
And this is an area where Tyler Hero is so dangerous. No hesitation off the catch.
And Queen gets it to go. Queen's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Powell outside. On the wing, Jaquez. And here's Bird for 3. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Murray against Bird. There's a good screen. Pass to Queen. Launches it. Sinks the triple. Bay's got 8 points.
And I love watching this kind of competition. Bay returning the favor with that triple.
And so Bird will bring it up for Miami. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back over to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Wow, Murray really taking off right there, playing over the top of the defense.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
Back to Williamson. Jaquez with the rebound. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Adebayo kicks to Bird. Pass to Jaquez. Now Hero. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 3. And here's Bird from the arc.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Queen. He's covered by Hero. From 6 away. Nice touch on the bank shot. Now it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Left side, Adebayo. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. The Heat trail by 4. Powell, the pass to MP. Powell dishes to Bird. Takes the 3. Miami no good on that time either.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Deflects the pass. Jaquez with the steal. Bird outside. Pass to Jaquez. Fires the 3. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Jaquez. Bird's got 24.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Williamson looking it over. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And Greg, is a former point guard in this league, give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Poole finds Murray. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Murray's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Pelicans. To the inside, here's Hero. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he typically gets about 20 a night, so this is a big-time performance by Tyler Hero.
Between the pass to Murray. From the stripe. And it's Bird with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And that sends Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The #1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
That one misses for Wiggins. And a quiet disposition for Andrew Wiggins. 10 points for him. New Orleans making some changes here. Queens checked in. And Zion Williamson subbed in for Ed Misi. MP outside. Pass to Wiggins. And here is Mitchell. Back to Bird. Now here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pelicans leading by 7. They've got Jordan Poole. Jose Alvarado is out there with Fears. Then there's Williamson. And it's Queen in at the 5 down low. That's the Pelicans 5. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 5-point Pelican lead.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
They set the pick. Pass to Fear. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Back to Bird. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bird's got 33.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes for New Orleans. Bays checked in for Jordan Poole. Trey Murphy comes in for Jose Alvarado. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fears. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. Norman Powell comes in for Davion Mitchell. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Williamson from long range. Miami grabs the miss. Hero finds Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero, no good. New Orleans leading by 3. Now Williamson outside Murray. Williamson outside. Here's Murray. Wide open look. Count it.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
The Heat trail by 5. Now Hawkins. MP. The long shot, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Murray fires the 3. Cleared away by Adebayo.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here is MP. Now Hero. Bird. MP drills the 3.
Big time stuff by MP, playing well beyond his years.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And it's Murray penetrating. And Adebayo sends it back. Outside Murray. Cleared away by Adebayo. Miami trailing. Now Hero to take the lead. Trained from outside.
That is a big part of Hero's role with this team, being a reliable bucket getter regardless of the situation.
Murray fires away and did the 3. Now Hero, D right on him. He gets it to go.
And Tyler Hero was born for these type of moments. That's why he gets the ball in the clutch.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Murray. Now Bay. Now Murray. Oh, what a play inside.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Outside Bird. From outside, connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Bay. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. so Murray nails both of them.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
MP. He drills the three.
Complete confidence in the clutch. MP seizing the moment.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Outside Murray. Good.
Well, they really needed that right there from Murray. That is a huge bucket.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. From deep. It's off target. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.